right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lebanon High School tonight. My name is Scott Chamberlain. I'm along the old ball coach here, Sean Lamb, for tonight's matchup between the Lebanon Warriors and the Little Miami Panthers. Sean, we got us, both teams are desperate for a win tonight. Basically, two players we're looking at tonight from Lebanon, Jay-Sean Coffey, number 11, and from Little Miami, number 2, that's Cade Weinich.
Yes, and both of these guys have had great starts to the year. As you mentioned, Little Miami struggled this year, but not at the expense of this young man. Cade Weinich, he averages 11 points a game, while Jay-Sean averages 17 and a half, shooting 41% from the field goal.
That's right, Sean. Right now, both teams are, like I said, they're looking for a win. Little Miami is averaging 33 points a game. They like to run that 2-3 defense. They're going to slow the game down tonight, be a low-scoring game, while Lebanon's averaging 54 points a game. Both shooting a pretty good field goal percentage there. And we're going to let the band take over for the national anthem, as we're going to go take a quick break here. We'll be right back.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
All right, welcome back to Lebanon High School. The national anthem is done. The player introductions are done. It's now time for the opening tip, taken by Little Miami.
Looks like we are starting in a man-to-man defense. It'll be interesting to see how aggressive Little Miami is tonight, Scott, because as you mentioned earlier, they're only averaging 30-some points a game. Which is
good hustle.
Extremely low. Yeah, good hustle there by Jay-Sean. Looks like he gets stuck. Nice cut.
That's 23. That's Ryder Armstrong he's just a sophomore.
That was a nice cut and a nice find by that young man. You can see here that they are in a 2-3 defense trying to slow people down.
Jay-Sean from deep. Nice offensive rebound there. That's Luke Thaler.
No way to battle through it. Strom picks up the loose ball. I like that we've got Strom there at the high post. Get him the ball, and now he can make things happen.
Oh,
nice.
Luke Thaler there. First 2 points for Lebanon, ties the game up.
But you see the key there was getting the ball to that high post. Strom did a nice job finding Thaler, and Thaler finished. Great execution by the Warriors.
That's 14. Max Green with the three-pointer.
Boy, that was impressive. Max Green's shooting 31% from the three-point line. That's a good sign for him to start 1 for 1.
Got it out to the high post again.
Nice.
Thaler. Thaler's going to have a big night if he can finish. Oh, good hustle by Strom there.
You know, I don't have a problem with that possession. Here we go. That's a charge. Nice.
Heck yeah.
Nice defense there.
Who is that? Jack Seiko.
Seiko. Getting dirty down there. That's what he did in football season, and that's what they need him to do here in basketball.
It's the first foul of the game. I don't know what that was.
They were trying to execute the lob play, but Little Miami was all over it. Boy, you know, it's a good thing nothing else big is going on in sports tonight.
I know.
I mean, wow.
This is the place to be.
There's Coach Kerr. Good guy, been a Miami Valley guy for a long, long time.
Oh, he found Luke again. It looks like Coach Shivington's his game plan is to get that ball down to Thaler.
It's good to see that the Panther from Little Miami made the trek here.
Yeah.
Luke. That's a good call. Luke grabbed him.
Little Miami bench, their fans are fired up right now.
And that goes back to coaching, you know, to get, you're 0-11 and you got your guys playing this hard and having this much enthusiasm and the fans.
Yeah.
It's pretty special. Hats off to the coaches.
That's Weinich there.
You can see we put Jay Sean on him. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Would he step out of bounds?
I think he threw an elbow. Oh, they called it something underneath. They called it on 23.
Owen Armstrong. Yeah, I'd like to see us get a good look here, Scott. I mean, you know, we need that first bucket down the floor, and then we've struggled a little bit.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see us get stagnant. Move the ball. There you go. Got to be a threat. It's a good-looking shot, though. You want your guy that averages almost 20 a game taking open looks.
Wow.
It's a nice job by Seiko keeping the ball
23
alive.
picked up another foul there. That's Ryder Armstrong picked up another one. That's 2 in a row on him. I'll tell you what, both of those were hustle plays.
See, the Warriors have made some substitutions.
Finish here.
There you go. Oh, all right. That's a tough one. It's a tough roll. It's a good look. That's what you want on offense. Those will fall later on.
Yep.
Don't get discouraged.
That's a push-off.
Boy, we are being aggressive on the defensive end. There's no question about that.
And I tell you what, any team coach, wow. I was just about to say, any team coached by Shivington is going to have hustlers on it.
Yep.
You don't hit the court unless you hustle, and we've seen that early on here.
The conversation with someone today, and we were talking about the way to do things, and you know, there's something lost when people forget what we mean by the right way. There's a right way of doing things, and as my friend said, that should be the only way to do things. Nice little move there.
That's Trey Nienaber, sophomore.
Yep, the nice move.
Don't foul him.
The Panthers are having a lot of trouble with our pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay Sean is, oh, they called a hook.
Called a hook.
Uh-oh.
Coach is not happy.
Wow. It's early, Coach.
There's a lot of basketball to be played.
Well, he might get one.
He might get one. And I tell you what can you lose at this point in the season when you've lost 11 conference games?
Well,
he's frustrated.
He is frustrated. You know, that fire that he's talking about, his assistants need to try to get a hold of him. Here goes Schmink. Nice look. He traveled. That was the right call. That was the right call.
The refs they set a precedence earlier. They're going to call this a pretty tight game. There's been a couple of fouls on both ends. Yep,
and there's these are two competitive teams. They border schools.
Oh,
nice move. Nice move. Jace Hat on that move will go straight to the basket. You know, you're Little Miami, you got to feel good right now. Up 3 in the first quarter. Move the ball, boys. Move the ball.
Logan Schmank is checked into the game. Coffee drives to the basket, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. That brings it, with 2 minutes left to go in the first, they've got 5 team fouls.
Jay Sean calmly makes that first one. Get some more subs in, keep us fresh.
And those of you that are tuning in at home that don't know Jay Sean, he's just a sophomore. He's one of the higher rated players in the state as a sophomore. He's got a bright future here in Lebanon.
Nice move.
That's number 10, Kyle Craig. He's a junior from Little Miami. Brings the scores.
Well, that was a heck of a pass by Waku Boafo from Little Miami. I tell you, yep. He's shuffling his feet out here a little too. He needs to be careful with that. Strom's coming back into the game. Be interested to see if they put him right back out at that high post area. 9-6, folks, with 1:30 to go. 1:30. Oh, good look. Oh, that looked clean, but he did swat at it. Jay Sean did come down. It's a nice move. We'll see a replay here. Yeah, when he brings that hand in the downward motion, that's what the referees are looking for. Short on that one is Jace Hatt. He shoots 28% from the free throw line. 28.
How many times has he shot?
I
He
don't
can't
know.
have that many shots at the foul line.
Well, it's lower than 28% now.
Whoa. Maybe that's accurate.
Come back. There you go. Come back to the ball. Nice pass. Go up, Jay Sean.
Finish.
There you go. Nice entry by Schmink. Way to finish. Well, that was a boy. That was a lot of steps they didn't call. That was a nice move by that young man. I think he might have taken an extra little skip step there.
They must have heard me say they were calling this game real tight, because ever since then they haven't blown the whistle.
I'm telling you,
he's going to make that.
That high post area from the very beginning. We saw that and we pointed out that's where you got to get the ball. You got to get the ball moving.
And if they give Jay Sean that shot, he's going to make it 99 out of 100 times.
There's a reason he's ranked in the state of Ohio. Uh-oh. Boy, that could have been, that was close. I think Strom got away with one there. But you know what? I love the competitiveness. Now, guys, there's 4 seconds left. I would pressure them. Keep them in front of you. Keep them in front of you. Make him catch the ball in the back court. Make him catch the ball in the back court. There you go. Now get in.
Don't foul, Luke. Not even close. Man, that's going to end our first quarter. Little Miami has a 1-point lead headed into the second. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back for this second quarter. This was ICRC.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Here we go.
We're back here in Lebanon for the start of the second quarter.
And Little Miami stays in the 2-3.
Yeah, they're not going to get out of that 2-3 from what I hear.
Nice cut, nice look. That's okay. As a coach, you can live with good shots that don't go in.
Yep. Nice pass. Nice finish.
Because that happened right there. Nice ball movement by the Warriors. It was reversed. They didn't force it. Great cut. Well coached.
35 seconds into the second quarter, Lebanon takes their first lead of the game.
I tell you what, Little Miami is struggling with the pressure that we're applying. That's outstanding defense.
That's great defense. The jump goes to Little Miami. It's going to stay down on their end of. Here's that last tie up.
Oh, nice. That what a great finish by Jack Seiko. That's the way that you draw it up, guys.
Way to finish.
Yep.
Way to finish.
Jack Seiko goes to the hole.
Nice.
Oh, nice play there, Schmink. I'm telling you, they are struggling with pressure. And, you know, they've struggled this year, Scott. They're 0-11, and, you know, you can just kind of see it on their faces. But they are playing hard. I'll give them that. They're playing hard, and as a parent, a community member, that's all you can ask for.
Yep. Oh. That's number 10.
That's Kyle Craig. Kyle Craig with the 3. He's shooting 35% from there, but he's only averaging 1.6 points a game.
And I think he's got 5 tonight so far in the first. Number 10's got 5.
Wow. He's quadrupled his total, his scoring total average.
You don't teach math, do you? Quadruple?
No, I teach history.
Okay.
That stuff never changes, so there's not. Oh, I tell you, you know, that Euro step, and I'm not arguing that that's not a travel, but referees need to be more consistent. I was at a girls' game last night, and a girl took 3 steps, and it was not called. That was 2 steps, solid 2 steps, and they called it.
I have no idea. The Euro step wasn't a thing whenever I played basketball, and so I don't know what a travel is anymore.
Oh, nice, Jay. Nice hands, Jay Sean. You know, my philosophy is there's a reason they call it the Euro step. Nice.
Oh, who was that? That's Christian Holbrook.
Christian Holbrook nailed it. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
No doubt about it.
Boy, the Warriors, after starting slow, have really turned it up.
Yeah,
and it started at the defensive end.
Ooh.
And Little Miami can't buy a bucket. Luke got out of control.
And 15 played hot potato, got rid of the ball. All right.
Let's slow things down here.
Step back 3. That's 2 threes in a row. Jay Sean. If you're wondering why he's one of the better players in the state, that's it right there.
You notice he's not just an offensive guy. We talked earlier about him playing good defense, and he's matched up against one of the better guards in our league. Still doing a great job. That's a nice, powerful move right there by Jace Hatt.
Jace Hatt is a senior. He's got a lot to play for.
Got 4 points now, 4 of the 16. It's only a 4-point game. This game feels like it's a much bigger margin, but it really isn't.
Good hustle there by Jace Hatt. He's doing it on both ends.
You can see there, Seiko is catching a breath there, getting a break. You know, and when you guys play that hard, they do need a minute or 2 to catch their breath.
Yeah, checking in is a sophomore, Trey Nienaber.
Nice look. That's tough. You know, you get down there, and Luke's an incredible athlete, no doubt about that, but you get down there with some of the trees, and it's a little tougher.
The defense has been smothering.
Nice move. Number 15, Luke Failer. There you go, Luke.
Hustle it again. Is he going to throw it down?
Good decision. Good decision. Attaboy, Luke Failer. I'm a big fan of Luke's. Great kid. Works his butt off. Glad to see he got back into basketball after sitting out his sophomore year. Oh, here we go.
It's going to get thrown down.
Oh. That's all right.
Padding the stats, got himself a rebound.
He got a rebound and a putback.
Steal, a rebound, and a and 2 points, and just like that, it's a 10-point game.
Just said it was 4 points, and it felt like more. Here's a rewind of Luke being excited. Boy, what an incredible couple. Really, minute of the game. It was 4.5 minutes, and it seemed like we were up 4, and then all of a sudden the defense, and I can't stress enough, Scott, the defense tonight is making the offense happen. And that's key for us because you're not allowing them to set up in a 2-3. When you create turnovers, you push the ball, that 2-3 defense doesn't get set. Here's Luke. Nice job going to the bucket, making sure you get your basket. And there's our war zone. Good to see those guys out.
Yeah,
I'm sure their parents are proud.
I think it's construction night. They all have got their bright colors on tonight.
Yeah. Whoa! He is denied. Weinich is denied again.
Holbrook. Ugh. Oh, that was Schmenk from out there.
Is that Nienaber?
Nienaber.
Oh, nice pass. Jay Sean finishes, but what a great pass. I'm very impressed with this Lebanon team right now. Hey, it's easy to say we're playing an 0-11 team. We're not going to play hard. But these guys are playing extremely hard, and you can tell Little Miami's struggling with that.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, we'll take that. Not sure about that one, but we'll take it. You can see their coaches said, well, I guess it depends on which team you're rooting for. The Warriors say that's a good call, and the Panthers are not so sure.
And Coach Kerr is mad again. He's done that a couple times now.
I got a feeling we're going to see him continue. Go up. Okay, look, turnover there.
That's all right. Bounce back. Nice step over, Luke. There you go.
I'll tell you, I would love to know if whoever's keeping track of turnovers. I'm going to throw a number out there. I bet we have 12 turnovers.
Oh, that was a makeup call there.
Yes, it was. Is that Nienaber? Yep. Strom is checking back in for Luke. And you can see there that charge. Yeah, that might have been a little, payback for, we're going to get that right. Ryan Hartung checked into the game, number 21. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Little Miami. Let's see what Lebanon decides to do here. As the Lebanon students let the referees know that they're not happy with that call. Nice finish there by number 3, Guafo. That is, it's a nice play, nice finish. Great work, camera guys. Great look.
Bofu couldn't get the three-point play, but they do get the offensive rebound.
And I know Coach Shiv's not going to be real happy with giving up an offensive rebound.
Nope.
Their leading scorer, Weinich, has yet to get on the board.
Oh, yeah.
I think that you got to give all that credit to Jay Sean, who has really pressured that kid.
But you got to give credit to some of those kids from Little Miami that have stepped up.
Yep. Back to a 10-point lead.
3, Bofu has 4 points. 10, Craig.
Oh! Unlucky. Seiko went out and tried to tip it to his own guy, and it just didn't work. There you go. I said it. I set it into existence.
Yeah.
He just scored. Good for him. Good for that young man. I'm sure he works his butt off, and he was rewarded there. Nice weight, nice going up.
Driving to the basket. He's tough to stop down there.
I want you to, there's coach again is questioning, but I want you to take a look right now. There are 9 guards on the floor. There you go. Yep, he was moving. It's a good call. Jay Sean is shooting just at 70%. 70% for the season. Uh-oh.
You should have waited about 8 seconds before you said that. There it is. He's shooting higher than 70% now.
That is correct, sir.
He's made all four of them at the line, I think.
And I don't teach math, and I know you're right. Nice pass. That was a nice pass.
Dang. He is so strong down there.
Carter Stewart on the foul. That's his first. Looks like it's the third on Little Miami, so neither team are going to reach the double bonus. Yeah, look at that, Scott. We've got 5 guards on the floor, and they look like they have 4 guards on the floor. It's just the game has changed so much over the years. I mean,
and as Coach, as we approach halftime here, there's going to be an extended halftime today because of we have some special guests with us tonight. You want to talk a little bit about that?
The Lebanon Hall of Fame is announcing their new members tonight. The induction ceremony is tomorrow, but they will be inducted in front of the home crowd tonight at halftime.
Turnover by Little Miami there.
18 seconds, we should get the last shot here. Sure, Coach has repped this throughout practice every day.
Oh. Didn't go the way they wanted it there.
No, it wasn't. I'd like to see a little better look than that, but
that's a quick first half, Coach. That brings our halftime score. Big second quarter for Lebanon. They now lead by 10 going into half. We're going to take a little extended halftime break here, but we will be back for the second half in just a few moments. You're watching ICRC-TV.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
If there are any other current Hall of Fame members in the stands, come on down and join us. And now, we would like to introduce our first inductee, Steve Pickford. Steve, a 1973 LHS graduate, earned 8 varsity letters across basketball, track, and field football. In track, he was a league champion in the 440 meters as a freshman. In football, his senior year honors included first team all-conference, first team all-county, honorable mention all-district, and most valuable offensive player, while leading the conference in touchdowns and setting a team record for catches in a game. After graduation, he earned a football scholarship to Georgetown College, where he was named first team All-Area and honorable mention All-American in 1976. Congratulations, Steve Pickworth. Next, please welcome home Susan Hollingshead Heckerman. Susan was a standout in cross country and track and field. She was a three-time state qualifier in cross country, earning first team All-League and All-Ohio honors, and held a school 5K record. In track, she was a state qualifier in the 3,200 meter and graduated holding school records in both the 1,600 and 3,200. She went on to compete in cross country at Purdue University. Put your hands together for class of 1991 graduate Susan Hollingshead Heckerman. Please welcome to the floor now from the class of 1993, Dan Worley. Dan was a three-year varsity letterman in wrestling who accrued many accolades, including being a three-time Southwest District Division II and Edgewood Sectional Champion. He was a two-time Mid-Miami League Champion, a three-time state qualifier, and placed third in state in 1993. He also helped lead his team to the 1992 Mid-Miami League Championship. Put your hands together for Dan Worley. Apprentice program. Congratulations, Scott Smith. Our next inductee from the class of 2001 is Jeremy Slavin. Jeremy earned 9 varsity letters, 4 in both football and wrestling and 1 in track and field. His most decorated sport was wrestling, where he was a 4-time All-4HM Valley Conference champion, a 2-time sectional champion, and a 2-time state tournament qualifier. He placed third at the Southwest District Division I tournament and was a key contributor to 4HM Valley Conference championship teams. Jeremy went on to Ashland University on a partial wrestling scholarship and he currently coaches for the Lebanon Wrestling Kids Club. Congratulations, Jeremy Slavin. From the class of 2013, our next inductee is Hannah Turpin-Boomer. Hannah was a standout in both cross country and track. She earned 8 varsity letters of 4 in each sport. In cross country, she was a 4-time first team all-conference selection and a state qualifier. On the track, Hannah was a key contributor to multiple GWAC South and district championships, and she excelled at the state level. She was a state placer her junior year, finishing 3rd in the 4x800 and 4th in the 4x400, and returned her senior year to help her team place 6th in the 4x800. After high school, Hannah traveled to Pepperdine University, where she ran cross country and track. She was a part of the first indoor track team at Pepperdine and set the school record in the 400-meter hurdles her junior year. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Turpin-Boomer. We now want to honor Caitlin Bergman-Young. A dominant two-sport athlete, Caitlin, a graduate of the class of 2014, earned 7 total varsity letters, 3 in basketball and 4 in softball. On the diamond, she was a 2-time GWAC South Athlete of the Year, 3-time All-GWAC and All-Metro selection, and a 2-time first team All-Ohio honoree. She graduated holding school records for career and single-season home runs and later became an All-MAC player while setting home run records at the University of Toledo. Let's give it up for Caitlin Bergman-Young. She was a two-time first-team All-Ohio selection in the 2015 Gatorade Ohio High School Player of the Year, a prestigious honor awarded to the top player in the state. Tara graduated holding school records for career wins and strikeouts and went on to compete at Indiana University, earning first-team All-Big Ten honors and later second-team All-Big Ten recognition. Congratulations, Tara Trainer. Our final inductee this evening is going in as a special member. Please welcome to the floor, Dr. Mike Bain. As a sophomore new to Lebanon High School, Mike wasn't destined to be a football star, but a pivotal moment with Coach Vandergriff changed his life. When he considered quitting football, Coach V instead encouraged him to become a student athletic trainer, spurring a lifelong passion for medicine and service. Known affectionately as Bainer the Trainer, Mike set a new standard as Lebanon's first student athletic trainer, learning injury prevention and treatment while revamping the training room and earning EMT and paramedic certifications before graduating. His early lessons in leadership and perseverance shaped a distinguished 30-year career in emergency medicine, where he was repeatedly named a top dog and later became Tri-Health's first Chief Medical Information Officer. Mike's journey came full circle when he helped care for Coach Vandergriff after his serious accident, a testament to their enduring bond and shared faith. Now facing Alzheimer's with the same courage and resolve, Mike embodies the lifelong impact of mentorship, character, and the spirit of never giving up. Congratulations. At this time, please join me once again in welcoming your 2025 Lebanon High School Athletic Hall of Fame members. Thank you for all you have done for Lebanon athletics. Remember, once a warrior, always a warrior. Onward, Lebanon.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy. It's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is being prepared for the journey ahead. Love doesn't let any concerns go unsaid. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, love isn't lax. It always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. but you can escape. Take the 1-minute pre-diabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lebanon High School. Exciting second half. We had a great halftime. Saw was it 8 new members?
Nine new members. 9 or 8 athletes and 1 special member.
Yeah, that was something cool to watch. It's nice to see those people that put their heart and soul into this Lebanon athletics, to see them get recognized years after graduation.
And now we're back.
Back at it, Luke Thaler passes over to Jack Seiko. Whatever they did in the second quarter, Coach, is what they need to do right here in the third quarter as well, too. We'll see if they can pick up where they left off. Well,
you can see there, that area there at the high post, if they chase the ball like that kid is doing, you got to hit that quick. Nice cut.
Ooh. Defensive rebound. Coming back Little Miami's way. Ooh. That's your boy. That's Weinich.
Weinich, that's the kid that if you're Little Miami, you're getting excited, because if he gets on a roll, you know good things can happen, and you better be sure that Coach Shiv does not want that to happen.
Yeah, you gotta get a hand in his face.
Nice move, little Euro step. But again, I said it earlier, that was the same move that Seiko made.
I agree.
That was a travel.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Just be consistent. That's the only thing I ask. Officials need to get that consistent. That's a charge.
Yeah,
nice, Strom.
Yeah, that was Cooper Strom.
Putting his body on the line.
There's the shot by Weilich.
Yep, he's got a good-looking shot.
Here's the shot by Jay Sean, finishing at the basket. There's not a better finisher in this gym tonight, I know that.
Nope. If you're not including me, yes, you're right.
You finish a plate of enchiladas, but...
I was going to say, yeah, the all-you-can-eat restaurant, I finish that. Nice. Good look. Middle of the zone. You can see it. Seiko to Failer.
Lebanon switched to man-to-man, giving them a little bit of fits. Caused a turnover there. I would be interested to see how many turnovers Lebanon has caused tonight. We don't get that stat up here where we're at.
No, but I think you're right. I don't know what the record is for turnovers created by a defense, but tonight might be the night. Oh, yep, he got it.
That's at least 3 on him too. He's a hustler, but that's 3 fouls on 23. That's Ryder Armstrong. Jack Seiko is going to bring the ball up the court.
There it is. Flash to the middle. You can't wait.
Nice look.
There you go. That's where you got to get the ball, and we did a nice job offensively. Another bucket for Luke, and great offense.
It looked simple, didn't it?
Sure did. Oh, wow. And, I thought that was an and one. What an outlet by Jay Sean.
Yeah.
Left-handed, one-handed, gets an outlet. He's special. There's no question.
He did. He tried to throw that ball about 3 times before it finally got out of his hand. So we're going to take another look at Luke Failer here. He's finishing there at the baskets.
And he does a really nice job of finishing.
Yeah.
But I also want to point out that we need to recognize those guys that are getting the ball too, because they're doing a great job of that. Luke is a finisher, man. He is a player in anything he does, a heck of a competitor.
Oh, man.
And Lebanon, he will be dearly missed in a lot of sports next year.
Yeah, he's you want a guy like him on whatever team you got, because he wants to win more than anything.
85-15. If you have that winning ticket, please come to the sports table.
What were the numbers?
Your amount is $134.
All right. Luke Failer here is at the line. Makes the second. Lebanon staying in the man-to-man.
Nice ball movement there.
It looked pretty good.
Carter Stewart. That was one of their better offensive looks there. Nice job by Nienaber getting the ball to your man, Jay Sean, and finishing. Nice drive there by Weinich.
We've got 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in this third quarter, and Jay Sean has 19 points already. Failer has 11. Logan Schmink is checking in the game for Strom.
Luke with another bunny. We've got that. I'm curious to see if they ever come out of that 2-3.
I was talking to one of the other coaches today, and I don't think they are. I think they're going to stick with it.
Coach is he's going to need some Tylenol tonight.
Yeah, he's been wound up. He's been giving those referees the business all night long. I'm surprised they let him go as much as that. They didn't take him up earlier. They're not going to take him up for that.
He'll end up getting one before it's all said and done. Hard foul. Let's separate them, boys. It's all right.
It's all right.
Luke got hit harder than that every Friday night.
He's been hit a lot harder than that.
There's one kid that can take it. It's him.
Yeah.
Little bit of talking right now on the floor, and the crowd's gotten into it.
Yeah, I think when you lost 11 games in conference, it's hard to talk.
It's hard to talk. But and that's how you get the other team to stop talking, is
just make baskets.
That's right.
Make baskets, play defense.
And hey, emotions run high, and these kids work their tails off all year. You understand why they get emotional. Well, Coach did a nice job there by giving his guy a breather, let him calm down, get him back in where he can be productive.
Luke knocks down both of those shots. That brings his total to 15 for the night. We still got a whole another quarter and a half to play.
Boy, look at that pressure.
Schmink is all over it.
Oh, I hope that's a hard foul. I hope this game doesn't get out of control. The last couple times down the floor, it's been really physical. And I know everyone here loves physicality, but let's make sure we don't lose the basketball to the physicalness.
Wrestling and football, that's where the physicality needs to come in.
Man, what an awesome night. What a good crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Special night for the Hall of Fame inductees. Working alongside you.
What could get better?
Oh, wow.
What could get better than working beside me tonight? No other place you'd rather be, right?
That's right. That is correct. No, we honestly, though, guys, out in the truck, Scott and I both love doing this. We enjoy doing the football as well. Anytime you want us, you got us. Nice outlet, nice break. Oh. Here you see our war zone getting in it. They're getting their money's worth. Lob to Luke.
And
nice finish.
And that's 17 for him.
Well, I attribute a lot of that too to Coach. He has gotten us. We're running that offense, and we're getting Luke some opportunities. Now he has to finish, but Coach has done a nice job getting us prepared for that 2-3.
And my guess is Luke has as many rebounds as he does points, because he has been all over both ends of the court tonight.
Yes, he has. As most of these guys have been.
Yeah.
That's one thing that you can say about our team is we get after you. Good luck.
Oh, my gosh.
Nice job by Smeek. Good finish, Jay Sean. I tell you what, we do a great job of attacking the basket and looking to dish. And a lot of guys attack the basket, and what they think about, they think about scoring.
And I tell you what, at the end of the first quarter tonight, Little Miami had a 1-point lead, and it's been all Lebanon since then.
It's slowly, it quietly got to, I mean, it's 20 points.
Yeah, coach I talked to tonight said that 2-3 zone was going to be run all night long.
Well,
I guess you live and die by it, but Lebanon seems like they have found the cure for the 2-3 zone.
What was that? That was, Coach, I got to disagree with you there. That was a step and then a hop. You can see it there. 1, 2. Oh.
Man, Coach over there is just trying not to get a technical. He's biting his hand. He's not.
I think their AD's probably biting his fingernails right now because Coach is passionate. We all know that. Oh, 3 seconds. You got to get completely out of the lane, Luke. No, you don't want to foul that far away from the basket.
Not a good foul there.
You know, we haven't been in the double, speaking of fouls, we haven't been in the double bonus the entire game, which as rough as this game's been, there hasn't been an excessive amount of fouls. Now watch, I say that, and we'll have 25 fouls in the fourth quarter. We'll blame Patrick. Well, there we go. I spoke. 15 seconds later, a foul.
Number 2 for Little. Number 2 for Little Miami hadn't scored yet. Next thing you know, he's got 7 points.
Well, I can say this: I have not hit the lottery. I repeat, I have not hit the lottery. So let's hope. Nice shot there by number 15.
That's Carter Stewart.
Yeah, he's had a decent game tonight.
Let's see. He's got 3 points. But he's got quite a few rebounds.
Yes, he does. Oh.
There's another rebound by our number 15. I don't know if he'll get credit for that one or not.
What in the world was that? What? Oh, there must be a slick spot down there. They need to get that taken care of. Here you go. You see another view of that. Wow.
Yeah,
whoops.
Yeah, he caught skates there in somebody's sweat.
Scott, I hope you don't mind, but at this time I'd like to wish our co-worker, Joe Foster, best wishes. He's been dealing with a bladder issue, and Joe, we're thinking of you, buddy. Take care of yourself.
He's also a Browns fan too, so he's been dealing with that for years. So. Looks like Coach Shivington's okay taking this down to the last shot.
And this is where it becomes interesting. You know, what does Little Miami do if we just pull the ball out for the fourth quarter? Do they stay in the 2-3? Yep. And another foul brought to you by Coach Sean Lamp.
I missed it, but sophomore Abe Sievers has checked in for the first time tonight.
Yeah. Abe's a sophomore, good-looking kid. He seems like he's getting taller every time I see him.
Trey Nienaber misses the first. Just 2.9 seconds left on the clock.
Nienaber is a 77% free throw shooter. So one of our better free throw shooters makes the second.
And that's going to take a 19-point lead into the fourth quarter. Your Warriors are on top of Little Miami, 48-29. We're going to take a quick break here, bring you back for the final period. This is ICRC-TV.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wow. Boy, it looked like it was clean, and the official underneath didn't call it.
Who did he call it on? He called it on 3. On Cooper Strong. Wow.
Strong.
All right. What do they say? Ball never lies.
Yep. Let's see.
That's Gunnar Hoffman missing both of those. That's number 10. Kyle Craig missed on the front of the rim.
Oh, wow.
Picked up by 15. Carter Stewart has had as big of a second half for Little Miami as anybody on their team.
And they stay in the 2-3. This is where you want to be patient, not get sloppy. This is one of the tougher parts of coaching is trying, your guys can see the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Trying to keep them motivated and on task here of getting the job done.
I don't think Lebanon should pull the ball out and hold it, but they should only be taking good shots here this final frame.
Correct. Jay Sean, that's a tough one. I'd like to see him get it reversed and then come back to that shot, just to get the defense to move. That's a lot of guys, as you're playing against a zone, you want that defense to have to move.
Yep.
Foul on Failer on the drive.
That's his 3rd foul.
Nienaber's back in for number 3, Strom.
That's number 10. Baylor back at the rim. He's going to go back to the line. Got a chance to add to an already big night for him.
Yep. Nice strong move. And, that was a good foul by that young man. You got to make him earn it, and that's what he's doing. Little Miami still playing hard. That's you know, if you're going to put a positive spin on things, you got to keep these guys playing hard and try to be as positive as you can.
Yep.
But you got to play the right way.
They don't seem, the bench doesn't seem quite as excited as it was earlier.
See, that's the kind of stuff there, is you get, you like to see us to finish there. It's a nice take there.
Got Luke off his feet. That's 0. That's Gunnar Hoffman. Looks like they're spreading that zone out just a little bit, making 0 run a little bit.
Now this is where you're going to get somebody on a lob look. Nice little stand there by the defense. Lead is now 15. And I think this is what Little Miami wants to do. You know, dirty the game up a little bit, stay in that zone, take advantage of things when they come your way, just like that. And Little,
all
now,
of a sudden,
yeah, it's a 13-point game, and this team keeps playing hard. Nice take. Number 3, Bofo.
Let's see who took that timeout.
I think it was Lebanon.
Lebanon took a timeout.
So here we are with 5 minutes to go in the game, and all of a sudden, you know, it was a 20-point game forever, and you look up, and here we are, a 13-point game. We're one possession.
They get another
away
stop
from
and another bucket.
Yeah.
It's a one. So we're going to take another look at the standings. Whitten Woods here at the top of the standings. They're 6-0, very tough. One of the better teams in the state, followed by Milford, Loveland, Turpin. And there you'll see Lebanon. Down at the bottom, you'll see Little Miami. They have struggled this year, but I tell you what, as much heart as I've seen out of this team tonight, it's hard to believe that they haven't gotten a win. I mean, they have played tough.
They'll steal one soon.
Yeah.
But this is a big one for Lebanon. You know, going over 500 in the conference is huge, because you know you've got teams on your schedule like Milford, like Whitten Woods. You got to take care of business in the games you should win.
Yeah. Like to see about another 15 seconds run off the clock before we take a shot like that.
We thought that was down anyway. Bofo has really had a nice night tonight, both offensively, defensively. Ooh, they call reaching on knee neighbor. That's a tough one.
Let's see.
Ryan Hartung is back in the game for the Warriors. Here you can see Luke taking a seat.
Has Jay Sean come out of the game tonight?
Yes, he has.
Okay.
For a little bit. You know, Coach wasn't born yesterday. He knows he's got to keep his best guys in the game, and you got guys that jump like that, you find a way to keep them in the game. That kid is unreal.
And Weinich for Little Miami, he is just a junior, so he'll be around next year's too.
Little running floater there.
Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, hey, good decision, Jay Sean. Nice pass, nice outlet, good assist. Jay Sean could have tried to showboat it and throw one down. He didn't. That's a sign of a mature young man and making buckets for a team.
Extends that lead to 15, which is as big as anything.
Little Miami had just struggled shooting the basketball.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice job. Nice job getting the ball down the floor, and
nice
Ryan
finish.
with a big finish. There we go.
Oh, gosh, he's going to get somebody hurt.
All right. Well, that got our superintendent's attention as he stood up in the crowd, wanting to know what was going to be called. But there's Jay Sean, 2. And then here's Ryan Hartung with a finish.
It's good to see those guys coming off the bench and contributing.
There's some
discussion by the
officials.
You think they're discussing if that was an intentional foul or not?
It was a hard foul, that's for sure.
I don't necessarily think it was intentional.
Yeah, I don't.
But
if it was egregious, I don't know.
Here's another look at that.
I mean, that little shoulder there was the worst thing he did.
Yeah.
But I'd say it's 2 shots and you move on.
Yeah.
And Max Harker comes back in for Nienaver.
I think Coach is going to try to get some of these guys.
Yeah.
It's good to see the guys don't get to play very much.
And number 14 with a bucket, Max Green.
They're going to call a quick timeout. Looks like it's going to be is that a full timeout or
full timeout?
This is ICRC-TV. They've done a phenomenal job tonight. If you're interested in broadcasting, whether it's or volunteer or take up a role in live TV, there's high school sports, local concerts, community and events. You don't need any experience. You just need to contact Dean. He's one of the best at Dean@ICRC-TV.com or visit ICRC-TV.com or scan the QR code right there in the bottom right of your screen. These guys tonight, I don't know where they came from, but they have done a phenomenal job.
Yeah,
the guys on camera, the guys in the booth, man, they have absolutely, it's been phenomenal. We have seen.
This has been a lot of fun.
A lot of replays they've been right on top of it every time.
And it doesn't hurt that the Warriors are up
that
16.
Helps a little bit.
Looks like we're, well, that's intentional. Now, see, I would call that intentional because he's not playing basketball. But Luke laughs it off. Here you can see, watch this. Is he playing the ball? Nope. He's playing the player, which...
See, once again, the camera crew got it, man. They are right on top of it.
It's almost like they do this a lot. You know, I don't agree with everything Little Miami does, but I'm telling you, I admire these kids. 0-11, they come out, they play hard. You can see right here they're still working.
Yep.
And that's important.
Yeah, it's hard to come out here knowing you're 0-11.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that was clean, but that's one of those you almost, as an official, you have to call that. Because if you don't, it looks like a foul. And then here you go. That was a nice play. That was a nice play. However, you understand why the official blows the whistle.
Yeah, it was the...
You got to keep it under control. And
the foul was the true punishment for the bad pass.
Yep.
So...
Nienaber and Seiko are coming back into the game. You know, I want to say this just because I look at some of these kids are multi-sport athletes, and I just think that's something that us old schoolers, you know,
it's pretty uncommon, but right now on the court, you got Seiko plays football, Schmenk plays football. And
some of these guys, you know, the days of the three-sport athlete, they've fallen by the wayside, but it's good to see that we have kids compete, and they don't do what their young youth coaches tell them to do and concentrate on one sport because they're going to the professional leagues. Folks, parents out there, they tell everybody that. I hate to break it to you. I had $1 for every time I heard a kid was going to the professionals. I have a lot of money.
Yeah. And I kept thinking Shivington's going to go to the bench here pretty soon, but he doesn't have a very deep bench over there. So that's, I think his bench is in there. And he's got Abe Seaver is going to be checking in at the next dead ball.
If there's a stoppage.
Yeah.
I'm not sure right now if Little Miami doesn't commit to fouling. If there's, looks like he's trying to foul. Uh-oh. You better get control of this, guys.
Yeah.
Somebody blow a whistle. It's good. They're helping each other up.
Good sportsmanship.
Yep. Maintain. As you can see, their coach is cheering. He loves the effort. Both coaches are happy that their guys are playing hard, and as they should. You only get so many opportunities at this, and some of these seniors are starting to realize that now.
Yeah.
Get in there, Abe.
Left-handed. Is he left-handed?
Yeah, he's left-handed.
Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, he tried to finish with his left. Well, Abe made the stat sheet tonight.
Yes, he did. My goodness, you can see it there. He's in there. He's in there battling. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, I hear there's a good football game on right now, and
is there a football game today?
There's a football game on. That's what I'll be doing here in a few minutes, and
yeah, it looks like
rooting for the Big Ten. You'll be happy tonight because there's 2 Big Ten teams playing.
You're just happy the SEC's not in there this year.
That's right. That's right.
My team and your team went down to Miami.
Yep.
I'm a big Texas A&M guy. Sean's a big Ohio State. We've been friends for a long time. I don't know if we could have remained friends if A&M and Ohio State would have played each other in that Cotton Bowl. Probably best.
Well, we might not have been on speaking terms. I tell you, I don't know what the percentage is of Little Miami at the free throw line, but
yeah,
I'm going to throw a wild guess out there and say 40%, and they make it. So
42% now after that.
Oh yes, that's right. Don't foul here, boys. I mean, play hard, but don't foul. There's 20 seconds to go. Get in there. Oh. There you go, Harker.
Hey, I don't know if you saw it, but that play was created by Abe Severs there.
Was it?
He blocked the foul. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. A great win for the Lebanon Warriors. We want to thank everybody for joining us. My name is Scott. This is Sean. Thanks for having us tonight. And once again, this is ICRC-TV. Thanks for tuning in.